Mike Florio, Chris Sims, Kyle Shanahan's homeboy. Hey, I love it. Let's talk.
Goes on ESPN, craps on ESPN, while on ESPN. ESPN had no comment about the things he said about ESPN on ESPN. It almost felt like that moment in Goodfellas where Robert De Niro throws up his hands and says, "What's the world coming to now?" That ended very differently.
Yeah, it did.
But what is the world coming to? Where you will platform a guy who attacks you, take it, all because you have this view that we must have this property that's in this 2-hour window and it can do whatever it wants and any guest can say whatever they want and we must have that there because we must, and whatever happens, we'll just deal with it.
Before we get to Chris's answer, thank you, Mike, for introducing me on your show. Here's the real. ESPN, as we talked about it yesterday, was it Mike Floss, who came out and said, we are embracing authenticity. No more debate. So if it's real, it's real. Like, think about it. Aren't you too big to fail if you're ESPN? Yes. Aren't you too big to fail if you're Disney now? Yes. Your brand speaks volumes. Your brand is it. It's like all these old rappers and old rock and roll people. Like Van Halen could go on stage right now and it's sold out. I just went to a concert, was it a year ago, the Rolling Stones. I don't know when the last time they put out an album. Who gives a damn, right? I just went to Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne did put out an album recently, but that ain't why I went. Went for the old stuff. So they too big to fail now. So I guess in this mindset, why not embrace authenticity, even if it's against us? Keep it real.
Just deal with it. It'll be fine. Attack us. It's fine. We got no problem with it. Bring it on. And it'll be interesting to see if he's on every week this season. Because remember, last year he didn't do it at all. And I think that's because Mike Tomlin may have said to him at some point, probably not a good idea to go on there and just press play on whatever you may be thinking every Tuesday and creating potential distractions for us. I wonder if that was a little preview of a return of these Tuesday visits as he embarks on his last year in the NFL.
I hope so.
Disappear
I hope so.
When this season's
I'm
over.
rooting for it. I hope
Good
he
for
is. Damn,
business.
McAfee, if you need a few extra dollars for me to throw at Rodgers, I'll do it. I'll do it. I mean, might as well. It's last year. Go out with a bang, Aaron. Screw it. Screw them all. The hell with it. Go for it. I'd give it up on trying to talk sense into him. And I know, what I think of him, especially in his prime and all of that. I don't know if he can change as a player from what he is right now to get back to that. I'm very skeptical about that. He doesn't seem like he's going to change with this. So let's go out. Last year, this is it for him. 18th hole. Just let it all fly. And we'll have plenty to talk about every week, you and I. We'll have a blast with it.
Huh. Blah, blah, blah. Look at me. See, this is how people read into things. Like now I'm looking at Chris Sims with everything he said. I was like, what you talking about? Oh, man, you took care of Shanahan. Like, that's how I'm thinking about it. But in all seriousness, one, nobody's going to return back to their prime when they're nearing 40. Like, even LeBron's not returning to his prime. It's like in track and field. In track and field, at the end of every race, including the 100 meters, you are slowing down. The 200 meters, you are slowing down more. 400 meters, you're slowing down. 800 meters, you probably never ran as fast as you could have, but you were rolling. They call it a sprint now. Point being, it's about who slows down the slowest. Who slows down the slowest? That's what looks like fast when everybody is slowing down. We preaching today. So here the thing is, Aaron Rodgers ain't gonna never be Aaron Rodgers, peak Aaron Rodgers again, because he ain't supposed to be. He's slowing down. You want to know who made sure that happens? God. Who, whatever you want to call your talent maker. I know what I call him. God. You ain't getting no better. You may have better years. You may pull out one of them Brett Favre years at the end. What was it, Minnesota that year? Sick. Good for you. But we all know that greatness is not just getting up there, it's staying up there. If greatness was just getting up there, I was a great, great NFL player. And I don't think I was. I think I was a damn good one and I had great moments. But greatness is getting there and staying there. I stayed there for 2 years, almost 3. That ain't great. That's damn good. It beats most people who don't even get to the league. Hold on. See, I say God now. I got to say God bless you. Got that was a big one. You can see it coming. Boy, ain't no better feeling. Well, there is a better feeling. Other than that feeling, there's a better feeling. When you feel that tingle, you about to sneeze, you be like, yeah. Aaron Rodgers ain't getting back on the field like that. But this is what's beautiful about it. You ain't got to be great. You already done greatness. He's already solidified as great. Now, can you remind us of how great you were? Yes, you can. Howie Long broke this down. He said there's 2 elevators. When you start off playing ball, when you're 21, 22, NFL, your physical elevator is up here. Your mental elevator is down here. I don't give a damn who you are. You're a rookie. You don't get it. You think you do. You may hit the ground running. You don't get it. And he said, those elevators start doing this. Physical coming down, mental going up. He said, right here, that's your prime. Your prime. Aaron Rodgers been out of that. Aaron Rodgers been out of that thing, right? It's okay. Just remind us how great you are. And he will. But his comments, because his mind is here, he gangster with it. He don't give a damn what y'all talking about. And I hope he comes on every single week. Why? Because it's real. It's how he feels. I don't have to agree with him. Matter of fact, I don't even listen to people to say if I agree with them. I listen to people say, can I learn from them? That's what I want. That's what I want to see. Y'all tell me what y'all want to see. Y'all looking at Aaron Rodgers get on there and just talk about what y'all just know already? No, I hope not. I hope not. Because that's not how you learn if you already know it. Come on, let's go.
Debate is good. Controversy is good. I saw some people who were writing about the idea that ESPN is now moving to try and unwind the embrace debate era. And some things have been written about can they actually, by edict, remove what has become, game changing in our industry, which is create debate for the sake of debate. It's how First Take went from ESPN's most criticized show to one of its most valuable shows, is because what Greg is saying is right, that debate is good and controversy is good. And in that respect, I want to play for you. I've got a number of football stories that I want to get to, but from yesterday, the Pittsburgh Steelers are not interesting. This season is thrown away. They don't have a championship chance. Their 1-year bandage at quarterback.
Mike McCarthy, though.
Is chief, the hood ornament on uninteresting is Mike McCarthy.
It's Mike McCarthy.
And so Pat McAfee is making his rounds, going around to football camps. And if you're going to Steelers camp, you're going to talk to Aaron Rodgers. And I'm actually, when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, I am grateful that there is a quarterback that is willing to go outside of the confines of all of the boring that quarterbacks give you. I think that the most interesting personality at quarterback who isn't Aaron Rodgers publicly is probably Baker Mayfield.
You know what? It's interesting about what he's saying, and let's be real. I think this is how society gets robbed. And this is what I've always noticed, and we talk about a lot on this show. It's weird, especially as a man. You're told you're not valuable until you achieve, right? And women tell you that too. Women will pick a successful man over somebody who is of better quality and character or any other attribute. But if someone is successful, they have entree. They get to have whatever they want, right? You could be a fat, short, ugly billionaire. Oh, I bet you he got a dime piece. Guarantee it. If he want it, right? So you get so much access with success. But as a man, you're doing all that stuff. You're trying to climb the mountain, trying to get there, and you finally get there. And what happens? This is how society gets robbed. You get there, and you become a prisoner of your own success. You get tired of being sued, tired of being lied on, tired of false allegation, tired of people always playing with your name. Tired of always being in headlines because you got something, you got clout. Tired of people always trying to get your money, always borrowing money, always asking for money. Can't go nowhere. Always getting attention and all this. Like, it turns on itself, and next thing you know, the people who are at the top chill out, detach from the world. I'm not contributing to you guys. You guys beat me up every time I try to tell you the real. So that's what happens in this world. It happens with quarterbacks. It's the same thing. Quarterbacks are special. They've always been special. There used to be a quarterback club in the late 80s, 90s, early 90s. Quarterbacks had their own marketing arm of the NFL. Marino and them boys, Elway and the boys, we ain't getting the money them fools get. We quarterbacks. And it comes with a personality as well. We ain't doing what they do. We ain't doing every interview. I ain't just talking to y'all about what I feel and what I dealt with. I'm not telling you. So then they get closed off. Quarterbacks are boring. They're not really boring in real life. They're boring as a brand. They become too big. They don't want to contribute. They detach. And it's part our doing. The people who are not up there with them, ripping them apart. That's how it goes. So when he says Aaron Rodgers is one of the few that has a personality, I don't give a damn. I'm not going to be a prisoner of success up here. I love that. And that's real. Baker Mayfield, real. Tom Brady and them cats, man, they ain't dealing with that. If you know Tom Brady, you get to hang with him, he real. Peyton Manning, you get to hang with him, it's good. Public facing, I ain't dealing with that BS. I know how y'all act.
I don't know, like just in terms of personality, in terms of how he's creating headlines, they all try to avoid headlines, right? And so listen to parts of this exchange because I don't want to get into the all of it, but from the question to parts of the answer, I want to ask you guys a couple of questions off of this.
Can you tell us about the mindset of coming into your last season? Like, that's a real thing, it feels like, because is everything better? Is everything funner? Is everything more awesome? Like, how do you kind of view this year versus maybe the years of the past?
I'm going to plead the fifth.
Okay.
Like gotta love that guy. Like that absolute coward, Tony Fauci. Absolute coward.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, 111
You
times.
got a pardon and you're in front and you pleaded over 100 times at the White House. What are you scared of, Tony?
Yeah.
I thought you were the science.
Yeah.
I thought you were I am science, and you get up there and you can't answer a question.
Yeah.
What are we doing? And how much time did the network spend at that? How much time did they spend on my responses every week, on my vaccination status, on Taylor and Travis's wedding?
Okay. I love that so much. It just felt like the ether beat came on. Bump Jay-Z. Like he bumped Fauci. Like bump Fauci. I heard it. What I saw though, because I've known Aaron Rodgers from Cal days, watching him, covering him, knowing him a little bit, but it's grown in terms of relationship. Point being, it took Aaron Rodgers to go through the fire to now spit hot fire. That's why I always tell you, if you're going through hell, keep going. You'll prevail. Aaron Rodgers. I mean, this is Aaron Rodgers, y'all. Recruited not as well as he should have been. JC, all that stuff, goes to Cal. Aaron Rodgers sits behind Brett Favre. Hey, Brett, show me the way. Nah, son. Sit down for 3 years. Aaron Rodgers sitting down for 3 years. Anyway, finally gets his. Boom. Gets a Super Bowl ring. Bam. 4 MVPs. Bam. You know, more lovable than not. Discount. Remember when it was the discount double check season? Oh, you couldn't. It wasn't nobody fresher than Aaron Rodgers. When he scored that touchdown, everybody looking, hit them fool. Down for the back. That was hype. Anyway, all of a sudden, what happened? Him and the coach kind of falling out. Is it the coach? Is it him? He's starting to chirp a little more. Is it him? His attitude? I don't know about Aaron. When the last time you won a Super Bowl? Hey, when the last time your quarterback won a Super Bowl? Have your quarterback ever won a Super Bowl? 4 MVPs. All of a sudden you can see it. People starting to chisel at him. Then COVID hit. Oh, rat. He come out on the other side. What? Other side? What do you mean? Well, I'm anti-vax. Then he kind of said he wasn't. He got the jab. He didn't get the jab. Oh, they destroying him. When you're going through hell, keep going. You'll prevail. He went through all that. Now, he took all of those shots. Denzel at the end of training day, but he lived. anymore. So now y'all didn't kill him. What they say in what was it Art of War? Is it leave no survivors? One of the 48 laws of power, leave no survivors. If you gonna go get somebody, you better get them. If you swing at the king, you better not miss. They missed. Now he pissed.
You may have seen McAfee clap during that after he goes after the network. That dynamic is interesting. And the question, that's one of McAfee's producers enjoying the chaos that they're causing.
I like, if you kept watching the clip, he then starts to really go in on ESPN.
And the producers are like, whoa, back to Fauci.
Back to Fauci. They literally just start saying, go back to Fauci.
Yeah!
So a number of things that I want to get to here, Greg, but what are your thoughts as you hear portions of that?
My initial thought is if you have Aaron Rodgers on as a guest, you want maximum Aaron Rodgers. You want weird Aaron Rodgers. He was 5 years ago, he was the sports face of anti-vaxxers.
Yep.
And so the idea he would make fun of Fauci is not surprising. I didn't find that a particularly entertaining exchange, but it seemed like maybe the crowd did.
What?
Somebody else, some coach opened a press conference with the Fifth Amendment joke. Taking the Fifth Amendment is perfectly legal in America, and it's not supposed to imply guilt or imply you're hiding something. You're allowed to plead the Fifth Amendment as a parenthetical. But you know, his job is to have on guests that are interesting to people. If that does good ratings, if that does good numbers, then it's a good interview.
Okay, I understand what he's saying. And you know what? My heart is with what you're saying there, Greg. Because it's almost like when you settle, like in settlement, whether it's Colin Kaepernick or anybody that settles, there's an implication to it that doesn't really align to what settlement means. Settlement doesn't imply guilt. Settlement doesn't mean I did it or I didn't do it. It just means I'm tired of dealing with it. And people don't take it that way. They take it like, no, you settled. That means something. No, it means I got enough to get rid of this thing. Shut your mouth. How many days am I going to have to fill out all of this paperwork, all these questionnaires, all of this damn, what's those things they send you, DocuSigns? How many times am I have to click on that damn yellow box? Shut the shit. This is BS. I hate it. I'm tired. I got too much money for this. I want to go on vacation. I'm tired of being talked about. Settle. Get out of my face. I told you guys, one of my good friends, his wife, is a lawyer. And I remember when I was talking to her, I said, oh, yeah, you a lawyer? Who do you work for? What law firm? How many last names on your law firm? She was laughing. She was like, no, I work for Facebook. I said, oh, really? You're a Facebook lawyer? She was like, yeah. I said, who are your clients? She was like, just Facebook. I was like, that's it? She was like, yeah. She was like, we get sued every day. I said, what? She was like, every day, in the dozens, if hundreds. I said, are you serious? She's like, oh, yeah. And then have y'all seen that preview of the movie coming out? Another Zuckerberg movie? That first one was insane. What was that, like a decade ago? Insane. That was the best. They got another one coming out. To that point, they get sued every day. You imagine? See, that's what I'm saying. Mark Zuckerberg, who this genius creates Facebook, becomes this trillionaire damn near. He can't wake up without hearing, oh, here we go again. Now, I'm not saying he's innocent or guilty because I don't even know what the lawsuits are. Point being, here we go again. Every day, every day, every day.
Okay, so that's one of the things I wanted to talk about with you here, because you just said debate is good and controversy is good, and I'm guessing ESPN made nothing yesterday that was seen more than that. My guess is that ESPN made nothing yesterday that was seen close to a fraction as much as that. And the question I have for Amin and the rest of you is not what is ESPN's job, but what is television's job? And the reason that I ask the question is because when ESPN had 110 million subscribers and 100 million of them were not actually watching much of anything on ESPN. The most viewed things were football games, and it was 10 million people watching football games. So you have 100 million people paying for something that they're not actually watching or using. It's a bulletproof business model. And when you have that business model, you can play around with the making of things, with formats, with movies, with 30 for 30, because you've got such an excess of money that you can play around for that. But this is a more desperate time. And I believe that the job of television is simply, and it has no greater responsibility than what it is that I'm saying. If you're cable television, network television may be something different. The job of television, first and foremost, is get your attention.
Yeah.
Keep your attention. Those are the jobs. That's not the job that ESPN necessarily signed up for. They wanted to do journalism around that. They wanted to feel like newspapers felt, where it's not just that we're going to give you the stuff that you want to read. We're going to tell you what's also important, how to think about things. We're going to give you information, yes, but we're going to create a hierarchy so that we're telling you what's important. The most important thing now is just get the eyes, correct? Is there any other job that television has now other than just get the eyes?
Well, it's easy to say that now, even though this is real-time analysis by Dan and it's astute analysis. But now it's so easy to see now because attention is currency. And how do you know that? Because everyone is competing for eyeballs, because there's independent space, there's cable, there's network. Like, how do you get someone's attention, which is just totally asteroiding, if that's a word, asteroiding our attention span? I've noticed it with myself. I do not watch TV series anymore. I think the last one I watched was the one about them doing like Murder Detective it was the one where Jason Bateman was in. I forget the name of it. This is to my point. It was insane. And then the first episode, he was on the roof, and then all of a sudden he got caught up in some like drug dealer cartel stuff, and he had to run with the family. And then Ozark. That's the last series I think I've ever watched. I can't. You want to know why? My attention span has been disrupted because of all of this media. Social media, linear, cable, movies, COVID. I get it when I want to. We all are spoiled. I didn't grow up on no on-demand society. I grew up where, hey, if Sugar Ray is fighting tonight, you better be watching. That's the only thing that's constant. You know what's changed? All the shows you used to watch to see if Sugar Ray gonna fight tonight, how Sugar Ray's gonna fight, how's Hearns and Hagler and all them gonna look. All them shows, now I ain't gotta watch them shows. I can check out the clip later. Oh, okay, that's what they think. It's a whole different animal. Attention is currency. Attention is currency so much, we are losing those who seek attention. I give you one example, marriage. Y'all like, Wiley, you gonna talk about marriage right now? Hell yeah, I am. Marriage, divorce. There's all this divorce. It's divorce season. What's happening is attention is taking people's attention away from their intention, their relationships. Because everybody got another relationship on their phone. Everyone's dating their phone too. Y'all all having threesomes. Dude, that is so funny. Everybody having threesomes now. You want to know why? Because you are with them, they are with you, and then y'all foursomes. I forgot. You got yours, you got yours. Come on now. Come on now. If we were to really go through everyone's phone, group text included, oh, you in trouble already. You and your boys' group text is gang related. It's silly. It's crazy. All them pictures, all them off-color comments, man. Anything that starts off with, man, look. You know how many times you go on your phone, man, look. Just type in your phone, man, look. That's not a good text. It's not going to help you in court, right? So the point is, everybody is dating their phone and the person they with. There's a viral Kanye West clip that when I first heard it, I was just laughing. Now I'm dying laughing. He said, Instagram got your bird. Instagram got your bird. Instagram got your bird. He ain't lying. You know how many people I know I mean close to far, that are dating Instagram, that literally will go to eat, literally go out, and the first thing they doing, and I've been guilty of it too, but this is what they do. This ain't, I've done it before. No, this is what they do. Food got to eat first. Drinks got to eat first. Where I'm at eats first. What? We ain't enjoyed nothing. Everything is set up. Everything is manicured. Then we get to enjoy it. Okay, and we eat now? Yeah, oh, okay. What's up? What's going on? Wait. Okay, ready? Drinks in, drinks out. No, do it again. Girl, I'm trying to eat and drink. Drinks in, drinks out. Go. Attention is currency. So that attention, that desire for all of these followers and subscribers to love on you is slowly asteroiding the love you desire from that person right there. It's real.
I asked, was there ever any other job other than get the eyes? Isn't that like that? What like we all circle jerk to ratings? That's just eyes. That's a fancy way of saying eyes.
The ratings have never mattered at ESPN. They've been the worldwide leader, whether they have the ratings or not.
Well, you asked me about television. You didn't ask me about ESPN. If we're going to ESPN specifically, it didn't matter because, again, to remind everybody, for decades of cable and satellite TV bills, there was a hidden fee in there that was mandatory. The moment you had the most basic cable package that was anything more than broadcast networks, you paid an ESPN fee, whether you watched that thing religiously or you never even heard of sports. And that was what made them the most profitable arm of the mighty Disney Corporation, more than the parks, more than the movies, more than the merchandising, anything you could think of. Well, what about this? Cruise lines, whatever it is. ESPN was number one cash cow because rain or snow, the money came in regularly. And the thing that killed it was people saying, I don't need cable anymore. Cord cutting killed ESPN's profit printing action. And so as a result, now it's like the ratings do become meaningful because now you have to earn your keep. You have to attract attention, whereas before the attention was already monetized, even if no one turned it on.
So it was baked in, blah, blah, blah. Hey, y'all didn't catch maybe the genius of what he just said, but it was real simple. That's how ESPN was baked in with the money, baked in with the attention, baked in. It was just already coming. And then when cord cut happened, then you had the choice. You had the election. You had to pick. And people stopped picking it as much because people weren't even on cable as much. That is dead on. Dead on. He broke that down to the very last compound. Real spit. So now, let's get to this last element of this, because I love me some Kelvin Washington, my guy, and Rob Parker, Columbia's finest, talking about it.
Hey, I get it. They're in bed with Pat McAfee. They accept this. He just sits there and allows people to come on. It's mind-boggling to me. I just don't – seriously. Like, you could have an opinion, whatever. If somebody was in here as a guest right now and started ripping Fox Sports Radio and whatever trust me, there would be pushback. No one's going to sit here and just be like, oh, okay, well, he said it. That was Cam Newton's argument when Jason Whitlock was like, well, he has an opinion. No, that's not how it works.
Oh, especially on your own platform.
On your own platform. If he wants to do that, fine. The thing about Diana Rossini, he has a point. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying you could be Pat McAfee and you act like you're independent. You're not independent. They pay you. I'm sorry, right? If you were on YouTube and doing your own thing, you could do whatever you want. That's not where you are. I just don't get that.
Well, okay, now, what I know we all know is that McAfee's a partner, not an employee, so therefore he gets different liberties. So one of the liberties it seems like he was able to take is having Aaron Rodgers on no matter what they felt about it. Another liberty is now, okay, since we had Aaron Rodgers on and he looks like he was on the right side of history, let him get his fair shots off. Because, look, you want to be authentic? Y'all can't say y'all want to embrace authenticity. Y'all want to get rid of the embrace debate era, and then somebody comes on here who you know is authentic and don't let him shoot his shot. Simple as that.
Here's the pushback that I would have, though. I think ESPN has said, well, it is what it is. We've built the house on 2 tent poles. Stephen A., Pat McAfee. Everybody else, you either making pennies on the dollar or we're willing to let you go. We've seen that.
I can't imagine Stephen A. sitting there. Seriously.
But hold on. I
Okay,
get what you're saying.
okay,
Stephen A. has been fired. You bring it up regularly, and I think with good purpose, because you're saying he understands. Even though I'm big, I've been fired. Stephen A. goes right at the line. He'll say something. I had told the bosses I didn't like letting Ryan Clark go. He'll say some things to them, but he's never fully disrespectful. Pat McAfee, watch this. Stephen A. doesn't go on there and first take and cuss. Pat McAfee comes on and cuss. They literally have to put a disclaimer at the beginning of the show. Yo, they might say some things, might be some cursing,
He
please.
called Caitlin Clark a white B word.
Yes.
On ESPN.
And so my point is they've jumped all up in the bed, Rob. Pajamas on, turned the fan on, took a little melatonin. They are fully in bed, Rob. This isn't like, oh, well, we didn't know. They know what he is, what he does. And not only that, Rob, they re-upped to the man making $60 million a year. So you daggone right he's going to do what he wants to do. You're right in theory, like it makes like, dang, I can't believe that. They have made it basically. We distribute this show. He ain't even affiliated with us, really. We just distribute the show.
Their air.
But I'm saying the way they operate it is we're just pumping out a show. It's like HBO. I didn't make the movie, but I'm airing Batman. I didn't make it, but here's Batman if you want to watch it, because I know everybody wants to watch Batman anytime we air Dark Knight. And that's what they're doing.
I still find it strange.
I don't
even. You could do whatever you want, and I remember what.
Before he goes there, see, Rob is old school. Like you can't. I don't care how many youngsters you hang with. You old school. You don't believe that? Just go out with some youngsters. I was in the mall yesterday. I had to go to the Apple store, so I'm walking in the mall and I'm just giggling and laughing. How kids look at me, like they literally look at me like I'm their coach. I don't care what level, what age. All these girls, all these dudes, just looking at me like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" Like. But before, you used to go to the mall to pick up girls in my era. You used to go in the mall and it was all like flirts. Only one girl flirted with me yesterday. I'm like, damn, either I got to lose this belly or stop looking like Coach. But I dress like Coach. I'm looking at the kids. I'm looking at these young dudes. I'm like, I ain't wearing that. I'm looking at the girls. I'm like, you wearing that? But that's the point. We old school. Okay? We different. And they see it. And so when you old school like that, you just look at stuff like it's different, and you're like, ugh. That's how Rob looking at Pat McAfee. He's like, Stephen A. couldn't do that. Well, Stephen A.'s old school. He was there in the 2000s, like 2005, 7. You know what I mean? Like, you dress like it's 2005 right now. Dress like you Birdman right now. Like, 9X Mitchell and Ness jerseys. Come on, with some fatigue, some camo shorts, and some Air Force Ones. Like, even though Air Force Ones still roll, but they not the same, but they still roll. You know what I'm saying? You old school. Let it go, Rob.
He attacked Norby Williamson on a long time. Guy worked almost 50 years, 40 years or whatever, and called him a rat on the air on the show, and Norby was still there. I thought, like, the same thing. I'm not saying, dude, you could have that kind of stuff. That stuff is usually not left for somebody to come into on your platform and then trash your platform. It's just weird.
Right.
It's just weird. Right. We're going to stop right there because we're giving it enough. We'll part 2 this because there's still some more Dan Le Batard and there's still some more meat on that bone. Ooh. See, we used to play a game. If you guys rock with me for a long time, Max Kellerman and I, we used to play the ooh game. It wasn't pause, and I don't know why we didn't do pause, but it was the same thing. It was like, ooh. So instead of saying pause, because I got to admit, even pause make me feel like a little kid, like a teenager. But when you say, ooh, feel a little more adult, a little grown up. All right, beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. We ain't done.